Hello everybody, this is Gareth Goon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. This one here is more good news for Israel. Israeli politicians praise Slovenia for reversing the recognition of Palestine and announcing the embassy move to the undivided capital called Jerusalem. Slovenia Prime Minister has long supported ties between the two countries. Returning Slovenian Prime Minister Janez Janša has pledged to reverse his predecessor's pro-Palestinian policies, including recognition of a Palestinian state and plans to relocate Slovenia's embassy in Israel to Jerusalem. In an interview with Israel Hayom, Janša said that the previous government's recognition of a Palestinian state violated Slovenian law. As an early signal of the policy shift, workers removed the Palestinian flag from Slovenia's parliament minutes after lawmakers approved his new government in a vote of confidence. Janša, leader of the Slovenian Democratic Party and a three-time Prime Minister, said his administration would pursue a markedly more pro-Israel approach. The left-wing government that ruled Slovenia in recent years recognised a Palestinian state in violation of Slovenian law. Janša explained, "We will uphold the law and freeze their illegal decision. We raised this as a condition of our participation in the coalition negotiations and everyone agreed." Janša is no stranger to the Jewish state, having visited the country several times, including immediately after Hamas-led October 7, 2023 attack in southern Israel. He promised to renew the ties between Ljubljana and Jerusalem. Israel is a strategic partner because it contributes to regional stability and the fight against terrorism. Janša told Israel Hayom it is a democratic partner because it shares fundamental values of freedom and the rule of law with Europe. Beyond that, Israel is also a model in many fields, including technological innovation, entrepreneurship, scientific research, crisis management, and national security. A small country with limited resources has managed to become a global leader in innovation. This is an impressive achievement from which every European country can learn. Earlier this month, Janša met with the head of the Judea and Samaria Council, Yossi Dagan, who he announced Slovenia's decision to cancel the previous government's embargo on goods from the disputed territories. "God bless the citizens of Judea and Samaria," Janša said after announcing the move. Janša also said that both Israel and Slovenia face many of the same challenges: terrorism, extremism, the erosion of national identity, and growing geopolitical pressures. Instead of distancing themselves from one another, they must increase cooperation. Israel is not Europe's problem, it is one of its most important allies. Israeli politicians welcomed the returning Prime Minister's policy shift. Foreign Minister Gideon Saar announced earlier this month that Israel would open an embassy in Slovenia following the formation of Janša's new government. Israel will open an embassy in Slovenia, Saar wrote on X following the approval of the Slovenian parliament for the new government, headed by Janez Janša. "I announced this evening my decision to open for the first time an Israeli embassy in Ljubljana, the capital of Slovenia. Janez Janša is a prominent friend of Israel, and his election creates a unique opportunity to advance the bilateral relations between the countries, which have been at a low point in recent years due to the hostility of the previous government in Ljubljana. Tsar continued, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs under my leadership will act without delay to capitalise on the opportunity. Minister of Energy and Infrastructure and former Foreign Minister Eli Cohen congratulated Janša on his policy shift, calling it the right and important decision to revoke Slovenia's recognition of a Palestinian state and to move Slovenia's embassy to Jerusalem, the eternal capital of Israel. This is a step that reflects true friendship and standing on the right side of history, Cohen wrote on X. Minister of Diaspora and Combating Anti-Semitism Amihai Chikli also lauded the new Slovenian Premier's decision to reverse the recognition of Palestine and relocate its embassy. Janez Janša, Prime Minister of Slovenia and a true friend of Israel, announced that he will cancel the recognition of a Palestinian state that the previous government promoted while trampling all the rules. Chikli wrote on social media, instead he announced the relocation of his embassy to Jerusalem, the first country in the European Union to do so. The praise came amid rising political tensions surrounding Slovenia's recent election and its foreign policy direction. Slovenia's President Nata Perić Musar has formally called for an investigation into allegations that Israel-linked organisations interfered in the March 2026 parliamentary elections. Earlier this year, Slovenian authorities alleged that the Israel firm Black Cube was involved in election interference by leaking audio recordings that appeared to link former Prime Minister Robert Golub's government to corruption. Musar, who has been a vocal critic of the IDF's operation in Gaza and has described the campaign there as genocide, has claimed that the firm carried out a digital disinformation campaign against Golub's Liberal government. She also pledged to raise the Palestinian flag over her presidential office after it was removed from the Parliament building. Please take a moment and join others who are praying for Israel at this very moment by adding your light on the live prayer map with a simple click at prayforisrael.live. Good on you, Slovenia. May more countries follow you and do the same. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.